let's talk about that a little bit. Have you been to the Chester State Park golf course?
I designed it.
How would you describe that course?
What I tried to do at Chester, in cooperation with the State Parks Department, was to design a facility for everybody. It's kind of tiered. There's a 9-hole kid, beginner, senior-friendly loop that actually has 2 sets of tees on every hole. The shorter tees are really for the children and beginners and people who've never done it before, and that works fine for that. Then each one of the holes has a longer tee that's at least 150 feet long, and those could be used in tournament play. Actually, from the longs, that course is not all that easy. A really skilled player is going to get a lot of birdies, but there's peril there too. And then the 18-hole course,
this is a separate course,
which is completely separate, and it's on the other side of the woods, kind of. There's a big cleared field, and then the big course is over there. And that course is designed to be for skilled players, but it has a little concession on the front 9, which is a little shorter than the back 9. The front 9 also has 6 of the holes have shorter tees. So you graduate from the little course as you get better, and so then you play the front 9 of the big course from the short tees. And then you play the front 9 of the big course from the long tees. And then when you think you've gotten to where you need to be, you play the back 9 of the big course, which is full out. I mean, the back 9 only has 1 tee on every hole.
When did you first see that land?
2.5, 3 years ago. John Wells, who's the parks manager, got in touch with me, and he said, we're thinking about wanting to do a disc golf course. And I said, well, I'll be glad to come down and take a look. And I went down, and we went up into the area that ended up being the disc golf course for the most part. And it was way too dense. It was just, I mean, you would have had to cut the world. I mean, it was ridiculous. And I said, we can do it, but it's going to be a stretch. And it sort of got tabled for a while. And then, something unrelated to disc golf course, they needed to thin the woods because it's healthier for the forest. So they did their thinning, and I went back down and took a look, and I went, oh yeah, we can do this now. And so we put together a package for them to do it, and I knew where hole 18 was going to be the very first time I saw it after that cutting. I mean, I took one look at it and said, well, that's where 18 is going to be. And it turned out to be a great hole. Everybody loves that hole.
What was your biggest challenge putting together that course?
Routing. When you're doing this work, you want a variety of things. You want a balance of left to right and right to left and up and down in terms of terrain, and you want visual challenges, and you want obstacle challenges that are fair but difficult, a mix of distances. And in this case, I wanted to make the complex of the course adaptable for the widest possible range of players. And so that was part of the challenge, was to make sure I had everything so that anybody who has any interest in playing disc golf, there's somewhere out there that's appropriate for them to play.
Could a tournament be played on that Chester State Park course?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things they want to be able to do.
So there's enough challenge in it to...
Oh yeah, especially the long course. But even the short course from the longs is tournament capable.